Centre building and explore alternative locations for a reduced service. And included in this paper is to close Moreton Day Centre and Union Street sites and to consolidate the mental health provision onto one site of Beaconsfield. And to Cabinet instruct officers to begin the process of closing the affected buildings with a view to full closure of the 3 sites by September this year, and to bring a further report detailing options for future use or disposal of the affected buildings. And finally, again, that Cabinet thank the people, carers, family members and staff using all-day services for their input into this process.
Okay, I think just add one or two sort of comments to Chris's remarks. I mean, I think we have moved to some extent in the sense that I think we now accept that there needs to be a continuing presence in Moreton. I'm obviously aware that there's a difference in terms of the numbers concerned on that site. I'm also aware that there is a discussion going on about which building in Moreton is most fit for purpose. And what I think we are saying tonight in the resolution that Chris has just removed is that we would absolutely want to continue the dialogue with the carers, centre users, about which building we should use for that continuing presence. There's a number of options that are discussed in the report. I know the carers have asked to look at some of the other buildings in Moreton, which I think we are very happy to facilitate. So I'm sure that continuing dialogue around the actual location can go on, and hopefully we can reach agreement on which is the best building on that site. But I think we acknowledge that there is an argument, there is a case for continuing some presence within Moreton. I think that's important. I think the other thing two other points I would want to make is, I think we as a Cabinet, we as a Council are absolutely committed to the social enterprise model. I really do think that's a very kind of exciting and innovative way forward. So I would absolutely give our commitment to continue the dialogue with the carers group about how we actually make that social enterprise model work. You know, I know there's some really a lot of effort's been put in by the carers to suggesting how that will actually be structured. Happy to continue that dialogue. And I think the third point to make is that, you know, obviously before any provision is closed on the site, it is absolutely essential that there is, you know, all those centre users, there is alternative provision in place so that no one should be denied a service going forward. I think that's important to make. So I think in terms of the plea by Mr. Dolby, can we continue the discussion around particularly location, social enterprise model, etc. I'm really happy to agree to that. But the reality is, and I go back to where I started, we have got this huge budget shortfall as a result of the cuts to our budget that we've got to address. So doing nothing is not an option, but we have to arrive at a situation where, as far as possible, we can meet the needs of the people who use this service, and I'm very committed to that. So I think that's all the comments. Any other council members wish to make any comments? Okay, so Chris has moved the recommendations. Chris Jones has moved the recommendations of paragraph 14 in the Cabinet report. Can I say a second to that? Second if I can. Can I ask Cabinet, can we agree to those recommendations? Is that agreed? Okay. Okay, so those recommendations have been agreed. Can I finally thank everybody who's come along tonight to listen to this debate, and as I say, really keen to continue discussion with the group around those key issues. Okay, so I'll close this item at this point. We've got other business that we need to continue, but maybe we can have an adjournment for a couple of minutes for those people who want to leave and discuss this item. Okay?